Good morning. Good morning, my beautiful friends. This is your wake up call with Maui Paul. I am Maui Paul. We are here today to say some nice things about ourselves. I'll say thank you guys so much for being here. Good morning to everybody who has arrived. Let's see. Good morning, Dan, coming in from Buford. Good morning, Tony from Florida. Let's see here. Good morning, Lauren, coming in from Paradise. Let's see. Looks like that's everybody who is commented thus far. I see a couple other folks are watching but haven't left a comment yet. But I want to say thank you guys so much for being here. It is an absolute pleasure to be around today. Once again, we're gonna hang around today. We're gonna say some good stuff about us, and we're gonna be doing it with my I Am deck. This deck is just full of positive affirmations, good things that we can say to build into our own lives. Question of the day Pepper has put up is, what are you up to this weekend? And let's see here. All right, so Dan says weekend should bring good times with people with friends at PVR. Yeah, I agree. These last couple weekends of December are always a lot of fun at PVR. Let's see here. I know you're going through. I know you're going through some really fresh grief there, Tony. I sincerely hope that you find some wonderful, joyful things to do this weekend. Let's see. Lauren says she's going to be spending a great weekend with family and friends. I'm going to be spending my weekend with some folks at PVR, of course. It's going to be fairly busy. My mom and my aunt just came and left, so it was nice to see them. It was nice to provide some hospitality and do a little bit of hosting. And I took them around on my golf cart and showed them my community, which was pretty cool. And I'm looking forward to. Yeah, I'm really just looking forward to just resting and relaxing on the weekend. Looking forward to doing an awesome Saturday service. Looking forward to just kind of like hanging out with my friends. It'll be a lot of fun. Anyways, we are here today to say some good stuff about us. We're gonna do what we do every morning on Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. I'm gonna pull a card off the top of the deck. I'm gonna ask you if you are the affirmation on the card, and we are gonna respond out loud together. I am that affirmation. As we build into our own lives this way, we are going to be changing up our own experience, giving ourselves the tools that we need to be successful. And it being Friday, and it is Friday, we will also go through all the different cards that Pepper has put together this week, and see what kind of a story that they tell. So let's have some fun. Let's pull a card off the top of the deck and say that today I am expansive. I am expansive. I grow into new versions of myself daily. So I am expansive. I grow into new versions of myself daily. Are you expansive? You are expansive. You grow into new versions of yourself daily. I'm going to write that down in the comments. I encourage you to do the same thing. Whoops. So I accidentally hit the button wrongly. There we go. I am expansive. I grow into new versions of myself daily. And so do you. And I know this because my friends are pretty regularly on a growth trajectory. Dan says, I am expansive. I am too expansive. Need a diet. Yes, I notice my pants have been expanding themselves, or at least the problem is my pants haven't been expanding. That's the trouble. But as I grow into new versions of myself daily, sometimes in the dad bod format. But hey, I mean, I am about to be a dad, right? But yeah, I mean, the fact is that I'm on a growth trajectory, and so are the people around me, and I think that's just such a cool thing because we are growing together. So as we grow into new versions of ourselves, as we learn and grow and develop and change, and ultimately become the people that we were born to be, it allows us to also help the people around us expand as well. I am so happy that I am not the person that I was a week ago, a month ago, a year ago. When I look back at my own life, I think to myself, even though some parts of my life were great and other parts of my life needed work, I'm still very happy with who I am today, because ultimately I continue to learn and grow and develop and change, and it just empowers me. It sets me up for success. And the way that I learn and grow and develop and change is by observing the people around me, by watching the folks around me, by seeing what they are doing, by and I think I really mentioned it yesterday, and I'll mention it again. But oftentimes, the people that I learn something from are not people who have set out to teach me something. They're just living their own lives. They're being their own person. But I watch how they deal with adversity. I watch how they manage their own lives, and then I say to myself, I'm like, wait a minute, I could have some of that. I like how they did that. I'm going to adopt some of the best of what other people already know. And that is what helps me to be expansive, is that a lot of my friends are on my board of directors without knowing it at all. Some of the I used to just kind of enter into formal mentoring relationships with people that I thought were amazing. At this point, I don't do that. At this point, I'm surrounded by so many amazing people who mentor me in so many different ways that I don't have any formal mentoring relationships. I just hang out with my friends, and I watch my friends. I watch how they do life, and then I just repurpose and accept and adopt some of the best ways that they have figured out how to do life. And so if you're watching this, just be aware that I watch your behavior. I watch the way that you do your world, and there's very likely some way that you have been influential on me that have helped me to expand. And it really, a lot of times the folks who help me expand don't intend to, which I very much like. I like how the people who are around me help me to learn and grow, and oftentimes have no idea how they help me to learn and grow, because it gives me faith that the way that I'm living my life helps the people around me learn and grow, and without me having to be a lecturer. So I grow in a new version of myself every single day. And you can be confident that you're also growing into a new version of yourself. And to the degree that we are intentionally growing into these versions of ourselves, that we are making these intentional choices, that we are saying, okay, well, this is where I'm interested in going, and this is how I'm going to get there. To that degree, we are winning at life. And so let's just keep on doing that. Let's keep on winning at life. Let's keep on growing into these new versions of ourselves. Let's keep on intentionally growing. If you've ever taken care of a tree, you know that trees, in order to remain healthy, need to be pruned, because a tree will grow in whatever direction that the sun is shining, and the tree will grow. Good morning, Pepper.
Good morning.
A tree will grow branches that sometimes they are a wonderful place for the tree to grow a branch, but they're not great for the long-term growth of the tree. And as we expand, it's important for us to recognize that we have to prune the branches of our lives. We have to prune the things so that we can grow even bigger, even better. If you ever watched somebody prune a tree, I remember the very first time that I ever watched somebody prune a tree. I thought to myself, I was like, "Oh my gosh, you're killing this tree. You're just destroying this tree." The person who pruned the tree said, "Now," he said, "watch." He said, "You give it about a month, this tree's going to explode in growth. It might look like it's been destroyed right now, but it's going to explode in growth because I've removed all of the things that were holding it back, all the branches that were they were a good choice for the tree to grow at the time, but now there are other better branches that we're going to force the tree to focus on by removing these suckers that just aren't doing the tree any good." And so as we grow into new versions of ourselves, just like the gardener who prunes the tree, we have to recognize that there are parts of ourselves that are growing and developing, and these parts of ourselves are really doing us good. There are other parts of ourselves that worked at the time that we grew them, but maybe it's time to prune those parts off. It's time to stop putting energy toward those parts so that we can add more energy to other parts. We all have 24 hours in a day, and let's make sure that we are expanding in those 24 hours, that we are using them to their greatest effect. All right, so I'm expansive today. I am dedicated toward expanding. You are expansive today. We are dedicated toward expanding. The audience is expanding today because it looks like it just increased by about 50% just as I was talking. So that's really nice. Good morning, Jan. Wonderful. Glad to see that you made it today. Um, let's see here. Good morning, Shauna. Also, nice to see that you have made it. Anyway, I am going to go through the cards of the week, and we're going to see where Pepper took us across the week.
You could even say we took you on a celestial journey.
Ooh, she says a celestial journey. All right, so the very first card that we pulled on Monday was that we pulled the We Are Magical card, that we inspire joy and wonder. And boy, let me tell you, I've had a lot of joy and wonder in my life this week, and I hope that you have as well. I don't know how much of it I've inspired. That's for somebody else to answer.
Quite a bit.
Oh, I will share. There you go. That's for her to answer. Quite a bit, she says. I'm glad.
Every day you inspire magic in my life.
There we go. So I do inspire joy and wonder. You also inspire joy and wonder. One of the things that allows us to inspire that joy and wonder is that we are adaptable, that we adjust easily to new situations. How easy it is for us to inspire joy and wonder when no matter what's happening, we're able to flow with it. When we're able to just sort of allow life itself to happen, and we get to surf those waves of life. It's so cool. Um, that adaptability allows us to transcend and to see beyond this present awareness, and because we are transcendent, and we are part of a collective consciousness, a transcendent collective consciousness we express as human on this plane of understanding.
Sagittarius.
And that sort of that sort of transcendent attitude that we have allows us to radiate our light, to exude positivity and brightness as we affirm that we are radiant, and that the light that we bring to the world is important, which ultimately allows us to expand our awareness, to allow other people to expand their awareness as we all grow into new versions of ourselves daily. Yes, Pepper.
I have a point to make about the Radiant card, sir, if you could switch back to that.
Boom.
So, if you know the moon does not produce its own light. The reason that the moon shines is because it reflects light from the sun. And so, in order to be truly radiant, you need to be able to reflect the light of those around you.
I like it.
There you go. Please
Yeah.
carry on.
All right.
I wasn't up for that card during the week, but I want to make that point now.
All right. Ultimately allows us to expand, which of course takes us to the Awesome Saturday card, which is that we are awesome. So let's recognize our inherent value and worth. We are here. We have the ability to make a change in the world. We have the ability to manifest our values in this world, and therefore we do that because it is our birthright to do that. So let's recognize our inherent value and worth by expanding into the people that we were born to become. I want to say thank you guys so much for being here. It is an absolute pleasure to do this every morning. So, good morning again to Dan from Buford, Tony from Florida. Good morning, Lauren, coming in from Paradise. Let's see here. I know. Good morning, Shauna, probably coming in from your house. I hope you're staying warm, Shauna. It was cold last night. I sincerely hope that you kept yourself warm and that you kept the fires burning in your beautiful little farmhouse. Good morning, Lauren, and probably coming in from Paradise. And let's see here.
You say good morning to Jane.
Yes, Jan just popped in. Good morning, Jan. Love you too. And yeah, I think that is all of the folks who said hello. Jan is driving to Wendy's house. Well, say hello to Wendy for me. Wendy's a beautiful person.
She's cool.
She's cool. I was working on some of her forms yesterday for her business, Hydra Health and Wellness, which absolutely won Best of Georgia. So congratulations to Wendy. Yeah, I figure that it's probably about time for me to go get some IV nutrition. I got to call her up anyways and get some IV inside of myself and get some more B12 and vitamin C and all that other good stuff. Keep me healthy through the holiday season. Anyway, you are expansive today. I am expansive. Let's expand into the biggest, best, brightest versions of ourselves. And I will talk to you on tomorrow at 11 a.m. where the awesome Saturday service will happen. And then, of course, Monday at 9 a.m. we're gonna have another one of these. So this is your daily reminder. I love you. I care about you. I think that you are awesome and amazing. And I will talk to you tomorrow at 11 a.m. On Awesome Saturday and on Monday at 9 for another set of these cards. Again, thank you so much for being here, and aloha from paradise.